Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to another morning practice sesh. Let's jump right into it. So, as usual, I need to make a little game plan for this morning. So, I'm going to do all the usual bach that I've been doing. I'm going to go through the fugue, and then I'm going to go through like one measure of the prelude. Just one, not too much. And then after that, I am also going to just run through the soar variations. You're going to see all these practice sessions. You're going to see 10 of them. And on Friday, I'm going to do my Friday practice extravaganza, which is where I actually perform everything. I'm going to go ahead and get into the bach first in my usual fashion. I'm pretty excited to go to the gym after this. It's going to be pretty epic. Maybe one day I'll do a gym montage. You want to watch me work out? Yeah, you do? Alright, let's see. Alright, let's start things off with the fugie woogie. So the name of the game right now is page 2. That's probably all you're going to hear from this one. And then tomorrow or the next day, you're going to hear page 3. Whoa, alright. And then I'm going to put it all together. Whoa! I'll see you on the other side. Pop quiz, what's wrong with this picture? Now I'll show you the correct image. Ah, much better. My arm is now a little warmer. I read through the fugue as I usually would in the morning when I just woke up. Now I'm going to do more focused practice on page 3, and then I'm going to come back to pages 1 and 2, and then I'll probably play page 2 for you. And, you know, if you're lucky, you might get a little more. We'll see what happens. Alright, back into it. I've been practicing this one for about 30 minutes or so, and I think I have it memorized, and I think I'm ready to show it to you. This is the first part of page 3. Get a load of this. And that's where we're at. Let's reflect, shall we? Well, I think you may have noticed that I'm changing up my strategy a little bit. Instead of playing for you like 2 entire pages and taking like 5 minutes to go through it all, it's much easier to just memorize a bite-sized piece of it every day and then play it for you. And eventually you'll hear the whole thing as I put it together. Next, I'm going to go into the first 2 pages, just to make sure those are still solid. Not that they were, but to make sure they're more solid now. Let's not waste any time, let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Skiddly-doo into page 1 and 2. Good news, I played the first 2 pages from memory. Bad news, you're not going to hear it yet. That's right. Tune into the Friday practice extravaganza. I don't know if that's the name of it, but I think how I'm going to start doing things. I'll explain it while I'm walking around. So I think I'm going to make these practice sessions like pretty short, like between 6 and 10 minutes. And the Friday one, well, for me it's Friday. It gets uploaded whenever. I just do it every day. That is when I'm going to play the majority of the stuff that I've been working on. So like what I just played there, the first 2 pages of the bach, that'll be played there. Everything from memory. The stuff that I'm mainly going to be playing in this thing that I'm doing is just new stuff. So you heard a new thing, now you're going to hear another new thing. Yeah, so I kind of want to take a little bit of a break from practicing, just for a few minutes. I recently just got back from Japan, and they have these things. They're called gachas, I think. But you basically just put some yen in a machine and you get like a prize. I figure now will be a good time to open this. Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, first, let's take a look at this. Obviously, I can't read any of this, but look at that. So these are the different ones you can get. Alright. Let's see which one we got. Okay. Microphone action. Well, there we go. Little narwhal. Little narwhal kitten. Okay. That's number 4. Now, unfortunately, I only got 2 of these, so I can't actually do this bit very often. But I will do the other one in the Friday practice extravaganza session. Because the other one is a little bit better, I think. This one's kind of, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to set it up. Aren't you glad you saw this in a practice session? Come on. I think I've given myself an adequate break in between the bach I'm going to go into the prelude. I'm going to review the 3 measures that I've done. I'm going to try to add one more. Here we go. Okay, guess what? I added one measure. So I'm just going to play it for you. I'll just play this one as normal because you've seen a close-up of the music enough times, I think. I'll do it next time, though. I'm going to go slow. You might hear me counting, and I'm going to mess up. I'm just going to power through it, so deal with it. Okay, and I'm not going to redo that. Shall we reflect? Shall we? I don't know. Keep in mind, this is like the 3rd time I've looked at it. You've seen every time I've looked at it. I haven't done any work on that one outside of this. I'm going to be honest, I was a little daunted by those rhythms. I was not looking forward to figuring out how to do that, but I feel like I've internalized them pretty well. I need to work on the trills for sure. I'm kind of like, I need to maybe look up a masterclass on that or something. I don't know. Post in the comments, how do you trill? Do it. I'll go over the fingering I'm using for the trills at some point. I'm not just using P and M or P and I or something. I'm doing like a complicated one. You'll see. I'll show you. We're pretty much good to go. Oh, you know what? I still need to read through the SOAR variations on a theme by Mozart. Let's do that. Now, if you're lucky, I might actually throw in a couple of non-sped up clips in that sped up montage thing. We'll see. Only if you're lucky, so be good. Okay, so not that you would know because you didn't hear most of that, but that was not the best run through. I was really not disciplined with slow practice. I think I'm going to play that later today, like off camera. Really slow, like super duper slow. And every time I play it for you, henceforth until Friday, Party Friday, I'm going to be playing it really, really slow. Even if you hear like cuts of it, it's going to be like, beep, beep, beep. It's going to be slow. Slower than you could ever imagine. I think it's about time to wrap this one up. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good seshy-weshy for this fine Monday morning. The Bach, the SOAR, we got all that done. We did new stuff. We worked on old stuff. All is well with the world. So I think that concludes this one, and I'll see you tonight.